Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Reza Pradana. Today I want to share to you about instructional material by Angela Janowski and IGI Global. Instructional material refer to the human and non-human material and facilities that can be used to encourage, improve, and promote teaching and learning activities. They are whatever materials used in the process of instruction. Remillard and Heck said that instructional materials are defined as resources that organize and support instruction, such as textbook, text, and supplementary research. The purpose of instructional media: to help the educator to deliver a message creatively and clearly, increasing awareness and skill, as well as entertaining more effectively what they learn, stimulate the learner's bodily sense, reinforce learning, and potentially bring realism to the experience, saving time and energy on the part of both the teacher and learner. Basically, any resource that teacher used to help him teach his student is an instructional material. There are many types of instructional materials, but let's look at some of the most common ones. The first is traditional resources. Traditional resources include any textbook and workbook used in the classroom. For example, language art classroom almost always have literature textbook, writing textbook, and even vocabulary and spelling workbooks. In addition to this, traditional resources also include any supplemental reading materials, like a novel or poems outside of the textbook. This material can really help to introduce new concepts to your student. For example, when learning a concept of theme, a literature textbook can provide numerous reading materials, all displaying themes in the different types of literature. In the same way, workbook can give some useful basic practice activities for new vocabulary words or even writing activities that might be difficult for students. Then, when mastery is shown on a basic level, a teacher can introduce more challenging materials related to that concept. A second type of instructional material is graphic organizer, which is any type of visual representation of information. Diagram, charts, table, and electronic tools like a projector and TV are all examples of graphic organizers. For instance, in a math classroom, it is essential to use a graph on a coordinate plane when learning about the equation of a line so that students can actually see how the line is graphed. In language art, Venn diagram and plot diagram are clear instructional tools to use when comparing or analyzing events in a piece of literature. All of these graphic organizers allow students to physically see relationship between ideas. This is imperative for learning, especially for students who are more visually oriented. Seeing a clear relationship is always easier than an abstract idea in your mind. A last type of instructional material comprised is teacher-made resources. This includes anything the teachers create, like handout, worksheet, tests, quiz, and project. Many of these are used for assessment in the classroom, which is determining the level of learning on any given topic. For instance, different handout or worksheet can be used throughout a unit to see which students are getting it and which students are struggling. Evaluating this material is very important. Everything a teacher creates must be a true assessment of learning objective. For instance, a test on a more advanced novel needs to show how a student can apply the concept of demon, character development, conflict, and other literary ideas covered in that unit. In this case, simple recall of plot events should take a lesser role in any teacher-created assessment. Thank you very much for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.